Hi, Nightlight. Playing with purples today. Yes, it's one of my favorite colors. And I've used a few of these purples before in other paintings. So I know how a few of them are going to look. Yes, Autex, that's one of my favorite colors. I think I'm going to go for something that looks a bit foxglove-like. I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. One of these stock-like paintings. I've done a few of them. Hi, Cashmere. Okay. This is where it gets a little tricky because I'm going to start thinking about the shape of these little bells. Okay. Let's move into some more sour. And stocking stuffer. Didn't get enough of that. This one's just having a difficult time getting activated. How about some passion? That's going to be really bright. Wow. That one had no trouble. No, just a little bit of a struggle there for a minute. Ugh, my water is now looking beautiful. Yes, Jesse, I'm just going for a foxglove-like flower. Wanted a fun way to swatch out these purples. Stocking stuffer really just does not want to play. That's a bit better. I know blackberry pie is a cute one. I had a little mini set for Pie Day with cherry pie and a few others. So I know that's a good one. right? I feel like now's a good time to add in a little bit of green. So I take that moment right now. The pretty gray. Is it this one? Is it on the palette? Moonstone, Betray. This one in here. Some of them are Daniel Smith. I got a couple Winsor and Newton in there. This is actually a green, but I mixed it with a little, I think that was Mary Blue, my Mary Blue Payne's Gray. I have painted with gouache before. I don't typically do it live, and I tend to just stick with watercolor because it's my favorite medium to paint with. But some of these do behave like a gouache. A few of her colors are very thick and can be layered nicely. Okay. I think I'll call this one close to being done, so I'll make a stem here. Get some leaves going. I haven't decided yet, so we're going to see based on how this dries if I'm going to do a little bit more layering on it. This was mostly just an exercise in me, siren, right? I've gotten so used to doing that too. This is just for me to swatch the colors, basically. That's why I was doing this. I wanted something that was purple. I could have done lavender and just done a bunch of lavender. It's just my interpretation of foxglove. It's not anything more than that. I'm not going for super accuracy here. I just dabble in loose watercolor florals. And this paper is not 100% cotton either, so the lifting is not that great. It works for what I want it to do, though. You always want to poke foxgloves? I think I've seen too many bees make it home for me to want to do that. I'm definitely going to have to do another layer on some of these. I like how these are coming out down here. I do have paint that is made from foxgloves. It's a beautiful green color. Hi, Claudia. Oh, this is just plain watercolor, no inks. Not today. Thank you, Natalia. This is just a fun way for me to swatch those purple colors. I haven't painted foxglove in a while, so I thought I'd try it out. Okay. I think I'll add in an extra layer in some of these to darken up the tops. Just kind of mixing up these purples now. Jesse, I did have to do it sort of by season and have a few paintings per season because it's a lot of florals. But also, I had a whole bunch of animals at one point. So some woodland things, a few holiday ones. I don't have anything currently hanging. Thank you, Heather. I like that it gets a little bit looser and more undefined the higher up I got there. So we also have this trying to think of how I want to carve this out. This paper is not quite what I need. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Yeah, I don't want to do too many little details in here. This one needs a little bit of a darker top to it. I think that was sour and jam in here. Thank you, Doreen. Okay. So we do know they have those little dots in their bells. So I really want that to be dry before I touch them with anything more. Thank you. Yes, Cashmere. This, I think, drops this weekend. I can't remember if it's the 19th. She's got her essentials, so she'll have a palette for purple. I have her palette for blue as well. So I was thinking tomorrow I'd paint with blues. Hi, Luna. It's similar to what she's done in the past with some of her monthly palettes. So March was all of her greens and February was her pinks. So she's got some for oranges. I think she has a new updated green palette as well. And that was inspired by a customer who was asking for just her favorites. for someone who's starting out with watercolor. And so she made her essentials palettes. This is not the most accurate foxglove. It's just a loose one to show off these colors, really. I think it does give the impression, though. Do you prefer purple or blue? That's the hard question. I think purple's my mom's favorite color, and I lean more towards blue. I also have the metallics that I haven't painted with yet. So I'm thinking maybe a butterfly. I'll do a purple butterfly with some metallics in it. Pink is your signature color. I found a lot of really pretty pinks in this palette, the February 2023, but I think she also has an updated pink collection as well. So let me decide which brush I'm using for my metallic. I have to use butterflies for this butterfly. I think that's a given. Debating between City Nights and Lollipop for another one. So I'll start with butterflies. This is already really pretty. Oh, how sweet is that? Okay, so I'll let that one sort of dry. I'm leaning towards City Nights for my other one, or Lollipop. Lollipop, I think, would keep it nice and light because butterflies is quite sweet and light. I don't want too many butterflies. So let's do one this way. I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with this butterfly. That way. He's just going to be flapping towards us, I guess. And then sort of like that. So that's lollipop. And butterflies. There's some other purples in here that are metallic that I didn't do. Moonstone. Wonder how I can use that. Witch's Cauldron, Humbug. Thinking about what else I can add to the sky. Maybe, I don't know about little stars. Something. I'll think about that. Maybe just a touch of color in the wings of a different metallic. Let's see how this goes. That's one way to add them in. Thank you. Okay, so I have to add a little bit of black for the body. Thinking about that maybe I could use moonstone for the body. That would be cute. Stanley, you recently started watercolor painting and you're loving it. Well, I'm happy that you tried it out. It is a wonderful therapy, I'd say. You can get lost in it. It's something that you can do for a few minutes or longer, depending on the time that you have available. Okay. I'm glad I decided to use moonstone for the body. Thank you. This guy decided to bleed a little bit here. That's okay. It actually just looks like shadow under the wing now. As long as I get a little on this side too. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Purple edition of Caitlin's Essentials. Now I think I got everything in there, including one extra green, of course. Stole that from the March 2023 collection. I'm thinking maybe I'll be doing loose poppies tomorrow in blues. Oh, yes. As for my favorite out of these, I think Passion. I usually don't go for bright, vibrant colors, but that one is really striking. I could see some loose florals with that one. I had tried jam before and I really liked it. And I had lavender already. The metallics are, of course, super pretty. Look at that shimmer. And this has got such a pretty little sparkle in it, too. Yeah, that was a really fun one. What do you think I should paint with the blue collection? I've used acid before, and I like that one. Really, this looks like it could be Caribbean Sea over here with deep waters and cobalt teal and poolside. I could see a little landscape action there, but I want to stick with florals for my first go at this. Are there any blue florals that you think of right away? Hydrangeas. That's a good one. Ooh. I have done hydrangeas pretty recently. I think that would be a good one to show off the range of blues. Forget-me-nots, that's another really good one for blue. That's such a delicate little flower. I think that would look really good with acid. Cornflower, I just took a couple of pictures of them in my garden. They're blooming right now. I think that would look really good with the blueberry cobbler. Maybe cornflowers and forget-me-nots. A little bouquet. That would be cute. Blue bonnet. I don't think I've painted a blue bonnet yet. That's a really good idea, too. Delphinium, yes. Yes, that I think is one of my favorite blue ones. Gemma's mom, thinking the same thing. Really great ideas. I think my favorite blue flower that I painted was actually a rose. I did that last year in May. I still remember it, a cluster of blue roses. But I think delphiniums would work with this, definitely. I could see that. Some of these look more teal. I should just swatch them out. Let's see if I have a little piece of paper. I can do some swatching on the back of this. Let's see what some of these blues look like. Can't wait until tomorrow. Blueberry cobbler. This is Pottery by Eleni. She's actually having a sale, a story sale on her Instagram tonight. I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific time. Blue orchid. Ooh. I just painted orchids for the first time in a while the other day. That was pretty fun. Blue orchids would be really pretty, I think. This really does make me think of oceans, though. I don't think I've painted a landscape live with you. Usually that takes me too long with so many layers. Ooh, a blue iris. That's another great one. I've done irises twice already this summer, and I think that's more than I have in 2 years. All right, so these are the blues that I'll be working with tomorrow. That would be great for a cornflower. Forget-me-nots, definitely can see that for forget-me-nots. Maybe I could even stick an iris in that bouquet. The shimmery ones. I think these three I have them right here. Hold on. I have my set that I use for my holiday cards. Take a look at that, the Winter Wonderland collection. So I have North Pole in this one, Sapphire 2.0. Cloud 9, I think, is in here as well. There it is. Autumn Air is new. I haven't tried that one. Aquamarine is also new, and Carolina is new. Yeah. This is my favorite. Silver watercolor. Champagne is also a beautiful gold by her. I really like that one. Indigo Pearl I used a lot when I was painting trees for my holiday cards. I love that one. I painted something like 60 watercolor tree cards, and you can see the ones I made a big dent in, but I still have lots of color left in here. Oh yeah, she's got a lot, but you can always get something like a little duo as well. So this In the Trees duo I used yesterday for these roses, along with one of her reds, and you can see how fun they are. So the duos, oh my gosh, I don't know off the top of my head. But anything that's more than $10, you can get 10% off with Palacios Paints. I'm one of her brand ambassadors, so she sends me some collections every month, and you get a discount. I don't get any money from it. I just love her paints so much that it was a win-win when she offered me a spot in the ambassador program. So these two are actually really fun for fall trees. I could see a lot of really pretty landscapes with these. These are all sample sets that I have, but they come in half pans as well if you are in love with a color. I almost went through her gingerbread because it was the perfect color for gingerbread, and I did a gingerbread cutout card. It was really cute, but I used a lot of that color, and I'm very happy with that one. All right, I think that is all I've got for today. So blues tomorrow. Today's purples were so fun. I really enjoy them all. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and see you soon. Bye, Cashmere. Bye, Stanley. Bye, Nightlight. You too.